All right. Hello. Hello, everybody. I am very sorry that it took me a while to get started today. I did not really have time to make any test recordings this week. And because I did not really have time to make test recordings this week, I was doing all my setup basically live. I was just live on the air, like, okay, let's try to do this, I guess. And so that's what I was. That's what, and then I was running into trouble with OBS as well. But hey, we're here. We made it. Welcome to Thursday. Happy Thursday. And Floette in the chat. This is a stream I've been wanting to do for a while, and for a few reasons. So I guess for anyone who's in the future watching the VOD, hello, and sorry I've been slacking on the VOD channel. I will upload VODs eventually. they are making their way there, just rather slowly. But the reason that I've been wanting to do this stream for a while, to do a chess stream for a while, is, you could say, manifold. But the big thing is, I have come to the realization lately that life is giving me opportunities to do hard things. Life is giving me chances to do hard things. And I have in fact been reading a book lately that talks about the value of doing difficult things, the value of doing uncomfortable things. And basically, to make a very long story short, it says, doing hard things is good for you. It might sound silly and kind of obvious too, but yes, doing hard things is good for you. And there are things I want to do in the next year, maybe in the next 2 years, that are hard things. Things I want to do in the next year or two that are going to be hard things. Things like I have to set up a sole proprietorship for the perfumery. I really want to do a perfume stream before the end of this year. That is a goal that I've said now out loud a couple of times. I really want to improve my skill with the guitar, the instrument. And all of those things require facing some discomfort. Setting up the perfumery, or setting up perfume streams rather, that's going to require not just me buying more stuff, which is kind of the excuse I've used before, but it's going to require practice. It's going to require me getting my skills up to a point where they currently are not. And that is going to require, kind of the difficulty of regular practice. It's also going to require, submitting paperwork for the sole proprietorship. It's going to require possibly making a website or just setting things up with Ko-fi. It's going to require learning how to ship, which at this point I still feel very clueless when it comes to shipping, which is the reason I've only sold locally. And it's kind of been like I've just been afraid to try. And yeah, there's kind of a part of me that, I won't get too deep into this, but there is a part of me that gets like, when something is hard, there's kind of the part of your brain that just is afraid to try, because like, well, you might mess up, and if you mess up, then your life is over, and so don't even try. It's that kind of feeling, and it's the fear of failure, And I also mentioned the guitar. I have found that music really forces me to confront my own insecurities. When I studied classical flute for several years, I feel like I constantly dealt with this kind of inferiority complex, because I saw that there were other musicians that were way better than me, way more talented than me, way more hardworking than me, and it almost felt like practice felt like a reminder to myself that I wasn't good enough, which was a sucky feeling, right? And now with guitar, I mean, so that was when I was studying classical flute, and with guitar it's the same deal, because you can find 1,000 guitarists on Instagram who are all more talented than you. That's just who are all better than you, right? It's there, and there's always someone who's better than you. Even if you are a really, really talented guitarist, there's probably a child prodigy out there that is showing you up, you know? But yeah, when you're learning an instrument or when you're practicing, it forces me to confront that, and that is another difficult thing that I want to do in the next year or two, to improve at that and actually confront that kind of insecurity instead of just running from it, right? So, another thing, and what we're doing today, is I have always gotten huge nerves playing games online. That's just true. That's how it's been for a long time. There are not that many games I even have played online. When I was a teenager, I kind of went through a Team Fortress 2 phase, and I remember spectating games and not joining them. And eventually I did. I think I played a ton of bot games, and then eventually finally got the nerve to join some online games. And then I remember a guy yelling at me in an online game and being like, "Oh, this is over." Like, the guy yelled at me for missing a shot. Patat, how you doing? Patate. I have to. Ariel, you're here too. Emperor. Should I refer to Patate as Emperor, because I have two Patats in my chat now. Patate. hello Ariel too. But yeah, and what I was describing with Team Fortress definitely happened with chess too. When I was like 12 was when I first thought to myself, like, I would like to become good at chess. That would be cool. And I kind of had that thought in the back of my mind. And that was during the days of free internet chess server. This was before chess.com took off, and this was before Lichess took off. And I did manage to play a few games on Fix back when Fix was the preferred server, and I was so nervous. I was shaking. And I think I played like maybe 5 total games on Fix, and then just like quit forever. It's kind of embarrassing looking back, because at that point, if I just like pushed through it, I probably would have gotten there, you know. You can say Emperor of Patate is confusing. Patate is not confusing. It's Patat that's confusing, because I also have Mama Patat sometimes in my chat. Excuse me one moment. Oh man, this microphone has a cough button, which is great, and I just haven't been using it. And like last stream, I just sneezed right into the microphone. I hope. Well, I don't know if anyone was even there to hear it, but if a streamer sneezes in the forest and no one's there to hear it, does it make a sound? But yes, that is why, and I'm not gonna go into my whole life story here, even though I kind of just did. I went into like half of my life story. That is why today we're streaming some chess, because this is this is gonna be the year of doing hard things. This is gonna be the year of like facing your fears. And streaming chess is one of those things that's like, okay, this is probably gonna be a difficult thing, but I just want to heckin' do it. Here's the thing. I was struggling to get OBS to do this window capture. This is the Lichess window. You might notice it's just perfectly not the right size. You see how if I move it down a little bit, well now, okay, that looks maybe a little better because there's the pink background on both sides. If I just had a black background, maybe that would be better. What if I just turn... Hold on, I'm actually curious. What if I turn the pink background off? Does this look okay? I'm actually gonna check and see what this looks like on the stream. I'm using my phone as a monitor because, you know, that's what you got to do sometimes. Yeah, you know, that looks okay. I think I'm just gonna ditch the pink background for this stream, and we're just gonna live like this. I am gonna move myself down a little. I'll move myself like right here. There we go. Yeah, I could not find a way to make the black screen of Lichess match the aspect ratio of the stream, and then the pink background just looked super ugly. So this looks better. This looks better. But I guess let's warm up with a couple puzzles since you know, should I just keep the music going? I don't have any this is another thing that I've been like neglecting to do. I don't have like a stream Spotify playlist or anything like that. I just have this 1 hour comfy playlist. But you know, I guess maybe that's good. Maybe this is fitting actually. We'll need some calming music. So yeah, we'll warm up with a couple puzzles. So what do we got here? Knight f3. I'm gonna turn down that music just a little bit more. Okay. Okay. So calculation goes checks, captures, attacks. I don't see any checks. Captures, you can play knight takes bishop. Where does that go though? I don't see that leading anywhere. And then what else? I don't think I'm getting at this king. Knight takes bishop. Rook. Oh my gosh. How do I undo okay, you just do it again. That's funny. I'm like, how do I undo a highlight arrow? So knight takes bishop, rook takes knight, and then what? Is that not it? This position's super closed. Okay, if knight takes bishop is not the first move, then I'm super confused. Okay, of course that's not the first move. What else do you do? Is it something over here, like trying to make a passed pawn? A5? No? Is it knight takes, bishop takes, queen takes, and you've kind of opened up the position? No, that bishop takes. That pawn's defended twice. Shoot. Okay, I give up. Get a hint. Oh, I was not even close to thinking that. So the computer says, or the puzzle says g4, and then what? Pawn takes, g4, rook takes, queen can't take. Oh, is the queen just like queen here? Okay, I'm curious how this goes. So you gotta recapture with the rook, right? Oh, the queen's pinned. Oh, so uh um so yeah, intended solution of the puzzle is g4. And then if they do nothing, then you're just gonna storm in. So then pawn takes, rook takes, and I was like, why doesn't the queen just move? The queen's pinned. So then it is queen takes, knight takes, and you've won in exchange for a queen. Okay. It's kind of funny thinking out loud with the puzzles, because I don't normally do that when I'm doing puzzles, but let's do one more. What's funny with I've noticed the difference between puzzles on chess.com and puzzles on Lichess is puzzles on chess.com are almost always just like checkmate themed. It's just like find the checkmate. And these puzzles on Lichess feel way more ambiguous, where it's like you don't actually know what the goal is right away, maybe. But I think because of that, it probably is actually better for you as a player because you don't know what to expect, and in a real game you probably don't know what to expect there. And funny, in a real game I'd probably just castle here, but it's definitely not it. What does one do here? This square kind of sticks out to me, but it is defended twice. If you go queen here, king has, I guess, king has 2 runaway squares. You just chase them down, I guess. Okay, that's not the move. I really thought the point was to chase him down. Okay, it is a queen move. Is it just queen takes queen, rook takes queen, and then something? Nope, okay. Yo, that is a long message that SiriBot just blocked. Wow. SiriBot, goodbye. Okay, so it is a queen move, but it's not queen g4, and it's not queen takes queen. So then what is it? Is it queen g6? Is that no? Wait, is it just... Oh, it's just taking an undefended pawn. That's all it is. Okay, well... That's a little less exciting. Again, kind of what I was saying earlier. I'm like... Because I know this is a puzzle, I'm like looking for a checkmate attack, and the solution is the much simpler take an undefended pawn, and then king runs away, and then you get to take an undefended bishop. Interesting. Okay, maybe, I kind of want to do more puzzles, but also I kind of want to jump into the main event, which is doing some rapid games. But before I do that, I should probably pin a message in chat just to let people know that I might be in focus mode, Um, all right, let me pin that message. Twitch, can I pin this message, please? Why? Okay. Can I do it in here? Why is it not allowing me to pin the message? Oh my gosh, we have so much. There we go. Okay. Back to the thing. Main event, I guess. We're gonna actually play some games. And yeah, for anyone watching, I will be in kind of focus mode during the games, but I can read chat between games. And I hope you enjoy the first ever episode of Perfume Unk Faces His Fears. Perfume Unk Does Hard Things. Hopefully there will be more episodes in the future. And I think if I click on my profile, you guys can actually see, yeah, my bullet, blitz, and rapid rating. I've played 3 rapid games, not against a computer. I've played a few correspondence games. I've done 94 puzzles. I think I've done 5 bullet games, 12 blitz games, 3 rapid games. Let's try to make that more than 3 today. Anyway, I'm lollygagging. Let's click the button. Let's click the button. No, I wasn't expecting this much of a wait time. I mean, it shouldn't be that bad of a wait time, right? Okay, there we go. You play the white pieces, alright. We're gonna play the London. I wonder if I can turn on that thing to hide rating until after the game's over. Okay, knight f6. I'm just gonna play normal. Defend the bishop. I think I want to do this. Pre-move this. Okay. Oh, you're already being a sneaky guy. I'm trying to be a sneaky guy. Not sure what my opponent is thinking of. This pawn is it's attacked 3 times and it's defended. I was about to say, this pawn's attacked 3 times and defended twice, so I should probably defend it again. I think I'm okay with that. Yeah, his knight's better than mine. Now your queen's just kind of offsides. What if I just say get out of here? Here, I think I'm doing okay. I mean, my king's a little safer. Okay, I was expecting that move actually. Take, yeah. This is... Unless I'm mistaken, I should be up a pawn now. I don't think I'm very worried about that. This is kind of my bad bishop. Unless I can do something else with it. Well, if I don't let him take the bishop, he's gonna take the pawn. I have to let him take the bishop, I think. Okay, I think my knight here just totally offsets that bishop. Okay. And, okay. I'm looking at your juicy little pawn over there. Okay. That's a good move actually. If I go take, whoop. No, that's not actually that good, is it? I'm gonna go crazy. Okay, you're doubling there. I don't quite see why. Actually, I'm gonna free up my A rook. Okay, I think that's I just lost that pawn, didn't I? Just try to create complications. F7 is weak now, actually. Did I just pull a win out of my behind? Yeah, he has nothing to guard the back rank now. Oh, he has the bishop. But then queen takes bishop. Wow, that was unexpected. Okay. Let's look at that game again. So oh, we already got the I didn't even click the request computer analysis button, it just automatically gave me one. So it was even right up until that like last couple moves, huh? Okay, so this all was fairly normal stuff, I guess. What I look for in game review is just like, did I make a mistake that is fixable, you know? That is. So this, I think, yeah, after I played this move, I kind of felt like I was like, oh shoot, I walked right into c4. And then, okay, it says c4, knight b2, knight h5. Yeah, and then it's, I guess it's okay from here, it's a game, but yeah, I probably... This, like, I put the knight here where it could immediately be attacked. Hello, Mimu! It's good to see you. We'll be lurking. Hey, I'm glad to have you here. We're reviewing our first game, and we won our first game tonight, so... Oh, so trading knights was a mistake, huh? What is it saying? Knight takes c5. Knight takes c5. Bishop takes. Pawn takes. Queen takes. Fork the pieces, huh? Interesting. So here... If you... It's saying take, take... take, b4. Interesting. I definitely would not have seen that. Even in hindsight, I don't think I would have seen that. And then what is it saying if so knight takes? It's basically the computer saying it's just like a free pawn, huh? What's this? Interesting. So yeah, that variation is just kind of like a free pawn. And then if queen back, yeah, because then you're not losing this knight. And then what does it say? Bishop d. Wait, no. b4, knight c6, bishop d3, castle, castle, rook e8. Okay. Interesting. So yeah, this missed a tactic of taking a pawn where if recapture you get a fork. So then we traded knights. And then okay, I was actually wondering if it was better to push here or run away. And it sounds like yeah, the computer prefers running away. Oh, and you know why? Because of this. Oh, and your bishop's either got to run away or just let itself be taken, huh? Or let itself be traded off, rather. Yeah, something like this. Okay, so I mean, it did successfully scare the bishop into running away, which is what I wanted, but he didn't have to run away. So yeah. Yeah, so here I saw that I was winning a pawn. And why does it say that? So I did this rook move because I saw this pawn was attacked twice and defended once. But it says rook fb1 is better, so what happens if knight takes? Oh, it just gobbles it up, huh? Yeah, and then yeah, okay, you got a super scary rook now. So it's kind of like I'm in danger of losing a pawn here, but I can create equal danger. Okay, but I defended. And yeah, he could have played bishop here to just completely invalidate that, but trade minor pieces, bishop d6. Okay, knight e5, I was actually really proud of knight e5 because I was like, oh, my knight's on a super good square and like there's no way it's getting out of here, but it actually doesn't, the computer actually doesn't like it. It says g3, and then you castle. Okay, I mean, I guess g3 still leaves the door open to play knight e5 later, but okay, I played h3 just kind of like a waiting move, because I was a little nervous about the time situation. Queen out of the way. He defends the pawn. Why does it say rook here? It's always It's like, okay, that's a pawn. Is there a tactic that's missing there? Yeah, I guess here... No, here I'm still up a pawn, but it's not that much better, huh? Okay. It kind of figures the computer doesn't like g4 there. I was just like, I gotta do something weird. That's kind of how it felt. But I just wanted to create some kind of attack. Computer like c4. And I guess this just, I guess you could say this creates a different kind of attack. Rook here threatening to push. And yeah, this is also, I guess you could say this is also creating an attack. Okay, yeah, so Rook c2 I played because I was thinking I'll have this rook defend this pawn so this other rook can be freed up to come to whichever one of these files. But yeah, I did completely miss that it was just losing this pawn, and that's what happened. But yeah, that actually, so funnily enough, like, I blundered by missing that this pawn's hanging, but then they blundered from trying to win a rook. We're trying to just trade down pieces, trade down rooks. Yeah, here it says queen takes is better. And then, yeah, I'm losing the rook if I do that. Oh, and you're just, okay, trading queens. And then you have an endgame where you're up a piece, or I'm down a piece, yeah. So what would the better move here be? It says c4. Because now, after c4, the pawn's attacked twice and defended twice, and it says here, trade minor pieces. And, yeah, okay. See, I mean, I didn't notice, I frankly didn't notice this unfortunate situation until after I played rook c2. So yeah, like the pawn that's attacked 3 times and only defended twice, I didn't even notice until after I played that move, but also, I guess you could say not punished properly. And why does it say rook ac1 is best here? Oh yeah, you can't take there. So you trade rooks. And then it's evenish. I feel like I'm trying to kind of like wrap my head around the material situation here. So right now I'm up a pawn, and now it's equal, yeah. And then yeah, this rook trade exposes their back rank, you could say. And here, yeah, somehow I saw the mate in 3. So, okay, well, interesting game. Let's do another one. What else do I say? Let's just do another one. All right. I'll play the Scandi. I've been kind of wanting to learn the Scandinavian. And I mean, as of right now, I don't know it all that well, but we'll just try stuff. We'll just develop and we'll try stuff. Interesting. I can just make him waste time, right? Scandi, usually the black's the one wasting time. Now you're wasting time. Shenanigans. I know he has F3, but after F3, I just retreat and I say, aha, I made you play F3. Or you can do that. Actually, go here. Hello, Obtuse. Good to see ya. Oh boy, I should have gone all the way back. Yeah, that was a really... Well, I'm the one that's falling for cheap tricks now, huh? I can't even stop you from getting the rook. Okay, you can take the rook. Chess is no joke. Chess is also no Joe. Oh man, there was a Shedinja and I missed it. Well, I'm getting destroyed now. Yeah, take the queen. You can just move your knight here. Okay, didn't do that. What's the score for today? We have won one game so far, and I think we're about to lose this game. That's been the tale of the day so far. And I don't know how many games we're gonna get in today, but we'll get in as many as we can. Alright, I don't know what you're thinking about. I really would just bring your knight here and castle. Knight here, castle. Your opponent left the game. You can claim victory in 95 seconds. Oh boy. Okay, they're back. Never mind. Their internet blew up. Okay. I only have one. Oh wait, I can take the queen. Okay, well, it's been a blunderpalooza, this game. Rook and a pawn versus two minor pieces. Try to play some semblance of developing moves. G2 is weak now. Okay, that was my bad. I put that bishop on a square where it was just immediately vulnerable. Long castle. Okay, I'm gonna tell the knight get out of here because I really want to get this rook somewhere where it can do things. Oh, that still left me with an unprotected pawn. Dang it. Okay. Well. He's just gonna go all the way back. No, okay. I don't think I can stop rook g8. But is rook g8 actually that threatening? I guess. Prove to me that rook g8 is threatening. Oh no, he's going there. If I let him go here, I'll protect the pawn. Alright, I'm guessing they're calculating. No, they wouldn't take with the rook first. Who am I kidding? So knight takes, bishop takes. Oh yeah, so this is a double check. Yeah, that's my only move. And you're just taking the knight too, huh? No. Okay, you're not doing that. It's not. Okay, that was checkmate. Okay. So that was a hideous game. Excuse me. I tried to hit my sneeze button there, and it did not work. All right, I had 6 blunders that game. Let's go. Look at the roller coaster ride that game was. So yeah, that just completely so it says queen d7. Now there is no bishop takes trick. Yeah, this was just a very silly like this was the first silly move. I'm not even necessarily a silly move, just like a kind of ignorant move, ignorant that this is even a threat. Because in my head, the bishop is pinned, but once I move here, the bishop's not pinned, and you just take that. And I guess I could have played bishop all the way back, but then what am I doing, you know? So this shenanigans probably not even worth it, yeah. I really thought it was going to go f3, and then... Oh, it says f3, knight takes bishop, pawn takes bishop, knight takes knight, pawn takes knight. And yeah, that's what I was thinking was going to happen, but obviously did not happen. Okay, so I lose a pawn and I lose a rook. And then he goes knight b5, which kind of does the same thing in return, right? And I missed this for a couple turns. Yeah. So what's funny is like we both kind of made the same blunder, which is just neglecting a weak knight pawn. And now, yeah, it says go here, trade queens, trade pawn for a rook. Yeah, interesting. But yeah, obviously, I mean, what's silly is like in hindsight, this is obviously threatening here, and I just didn't see it at all. I was just like, oh, kick the knight out. And yeah, now they get the queen, and what did I do here? E6? And I was like, yeah, let me at least try to bully the queen a little bit. Yeah, and here, I think I actually saw here queen there was a possibility, and now I'm just like frozen in place, but that didn't happen. I got a knight. They blunder their queen right back. Once you got checkmated in 6 moves by your art teacher in middle school, yeah, I think I remember in elementary school, there was... Actually, it was not my elementary school. It was the elementary school that my brother went to. There was a chess club, and yeah, and here's just Oh, why didn't I take the unprotected knight? Oh wait, the knight is protected. I think. Okay, this still would have been better for me. She was a strict but good teacher. He was a strict but good teacher. So the elementary school that my brother went to, there was a chess club. And in order to join the chess club, for whatever reason, you had to play a game against the teacher, and you had to survive for at least 10 moves. Which really just meant, like, if you're a silly little kid who doesn't know how to not get scholars mated, then you lose. You just didn't get in the chess club, I guess. But to this day, I still kind of wonder what the purpose of that rule was. Like, if a kid just doesn't know how to play chess but wants to join the chess club, are they just, like, not allowed to? It seemed a little silly to me. Okay, so here I actually made the right move. Oh, interesting. So I said that this must have been a mistake because I put my bishop where it could be attacked, but the computer actually is okay with that move. Interesting. Oh, I could have just taken that pawn for free, huh? Whoops, I clicked. Wrong button. Wrong button. Okay. Here, yeah, for like 2 moves in a row, I missed that this pawn was not protected. It's like a matter of they want to join, so they learned the effort. Yeah, I mean, it takes effort for a kid to learn the rules. I would say it takes even more effort for a kid to not get scholars mated, to not get checkmated in 4 moves. So this move, knight to h3, opens up the rook to see this weak pawn. And I did not see that this pawn was weak. I was just thinking I want to get my rook active. And I got my rook active. I got my rook active and lost the pawn. And it's the computer still suggesting bishop h2. Yeah, just like, why not just grab that pawn? But then, okay. So apparently here I was still ahead. Here I was like, okay. I mean, the very beginning I was like, okay, I might just lose this game. But here apparently I was still ahead. And what does it say? It says knight g8. Mimu, head to bed early. Hope you have a good rest of your stream. Thank you, Mimu, and get a good night's sleep. Get the rest, Mimu. I appreciate you. Thanks for coming by. I feel like, so it says, trade the rook for the knight. I feel like if it were me, I'd just like go back. Oh, that's just losing the bishop though, isn't it? Okay, that's just losing the bishop for nothing. So here, knight g8, and then you have to take the knight, or else you just lose the bishop for nothing. Okay, and what was the better way to defend here? Fork the king and knight? Yeah, and I guess this is defendable. Yeah, here I was like, do we just... I thought it was going to turn to one of these. Thought it was just going to repeat moves, but yeah. Then... Knight, there's checkmate. So what to learn here? I guess the thing that I'm just embarrassed I didn't see. Uh, this kind of shenanigan doesn't work. And then, yeah, I just was not paying attention to this bishop's line of sight. And then a few moves later, was not paying attention to this knight's line of sight. I guess it's just gonna have to be something I practice, just like kind of seeing, you know, in you can kind of, in some games they let you see the threat arrows, and I kind of have to almost think like, what is my opponent's threat arrow, you know, because I just was not even thinking about knight takes pawn. I was just like, okay, just keep making moves, and then, yeah, that happened. And honestly, even regardless of the ending, I feel more embarrassed about that. Okay, well, back to the lobby. Maybe we should try playing some Blitz too. Okay. D4. Okay, I want to learn the Dutch. I do kind of want to learn the Dutch, but I'll just play King's Indian because that's like the most basic D4 opening. It's just like you just castle and then you do whatever. Okay, you got that pawn trio. Okay, they're preemptively defending against a pin. I don't want to go here. And this kind of feels like a waste, so I'll go here. Here, here. That's just an unprotected space. Here, so here. Take. I'll just try it. I'll just try it. Okay. Well, now I definitely don't want to double my pawns, right? Hold on, is this winning a pawn? I need you to prove to me that that is not a free pawn. Okay, well, they did. I was literally thinking bishop takes, and then bishop takes knight. Okay. Wait, no, I can still take the rook. I can still take the rook. Okay, now they're... Yeah, they attack the rook, attack the bishop. Do I just come all the way back? I think I can just come all the way back. I'm not good to trade off this bishop, but I am up, so they should actually be the one avoiding exchanges, right? Okay. They are thinking quite a bit. I don't know what they're calculating. It's either you move the knight or you take. Okay, they take. Now it's either move the knight or try to create trouble with your queen. I don't think... Yeah, okay. Like, I don't think their queen's creating that much trouble. Do they know that en passant is forced? This pawn's unprotected, but they have time to defend it. And they do, of course. Hitmonchan in the chat. Okay, so now my bishop is in a pin. I don't think I'm in like any danger though. Actually, I wish I could rewind and like look at the previous moves again. But if I go queen here, that like forces a defensive move, right? It forces this, or no, not that. Okay, okay, this is vulnerable. I did that thing again where, okay, they didn't, think it's better. He's gonna recapture with the knight. Oh no, not the knight, the queen. I think I'm okay with the queens being off though. Yeah, better than running away, I think, in this situation. Oh no, is that what's going down? I'd have to go, whoops. I'd have to go here. Actually, maybe that wouldn't be so bad. And then, like, if queen takes pawn... Well, queen takes pawn's nothing. Queen takes queen is also nothing. Okay, they did do knight takes pawn. Yeah, and then I have to go king here. Okay. Yeah. This is the only move, huh? And now it's mate soon. I think they have a mate soon, don't they? I mean, they have to, because otherwise I'm just taking the queen. So if they're not checkmating me, I'm taking the queen. Like, every move has to be forcing. And if they retreat, that's just kind of like an admission of defeat. Hi, Avery. Am I winning? I have won one game, and I have lost one game, and I might be about to lose another game. But that's all right, because we already did our goal today, which was to stream some chess. Yeah, I have no. Oh, yeah. Mate next. Am I having fun? Yeah, actually. Yeah, I am. And I just the one thing that's frustrating with playing chess for me is like when I how do I put this? I guess it is frustrating feeling like you're not making mental progress, because sometimes I just like, I make a bad move and then I see it in the game review and then it's like, oh well, I wasn't even thinking that you make a bad move, it gives your opponent some kind of opportunity and you're like, oh well, I wasn't even thinking about that, or you're doing a puzzle and you think about the puzzle for 5-10 minutes and you're like, this is so hard, I give up, and then you look at the solution and it's like, oh, that's not even close to what I was thinking. That's kind of what makes me feel frustrated, is when things like that happen, when it's like you were so far off and you weren't even close, kind of a thing, if that makes sense. But we're trying to at least learn something with each game, which I think it actually says retreating the knight is better. Interesting. So yeah, I put the knight where it was vulnerable to being attacked, and oh, why does it say take the pawn? Pawn takes, knight takes, bishop takes. Oh, so this is similar. Okay, so this is actually similar to the tactic that I did see, where after all the exchange, there's a series of exchanges, and after it's all done, the rook in the corner is vulnerable. Which I did kind of see. Yeah, so here I was thinking that I'd be up a pawn, basically. And that would have been okay. But so it was funny, actually. I was like, oh dang, they saw this, I'm not up a pawn, but oh wait, I actually get the rook, so it was actually even better in the end. Okay, going all the way back was the right move. So computer likes e5 here. Okay, well, for whatever it's worth, we did not go down that path. And then where was my, like, blunder moment? Because here, here I was still doing okay. Yeah, so I was thinking takes, and I opened up the position a little bit, but that leaves the pawn open. Which they did not see, somehow. And then I also didn't see. And they still didn't see it. And I still didn't see it. And they still didn't see it. And, well, then it just... Okay. Did they ever play bishop takes b7? I thought they played it at some point. Okay, so... That was apparently a really bad move. And that was also apparently a really bad move. So... So what's with this line? I was worried about just like h3. I guess king takes, huh? I guess this is okay. Huh. Yeah, the reason I played pawn captures pawn here is because I was like, if I play anything else, h6, and I'm just like right in the corner, but I guess king takes is okay there. All right, so why was this a bad move? Because it says king in the corner. And there's just like no more attack after that, huh? It says threaten the knight. And then okay, I'm following some weird computer line, but okay, now it says mate in 8, so apparently this was better. And then, see, I was worried if king back, queen takes queen. Okay, that's actually just better for black, though. Okay. Yeah, I was like, my king can't, like, go too far because of queen takes queen, but I guess if the king here backs up and then queen takes queen, pawn takes queen, this is just, like, good for black. Interesting. Yeah, and then here, unfortunately, a fairly quick mate. So what to be learned here? I mean, I did like this tactic I saw. And apparently I was better all the way up until that move with the queen. Up until here, like, I was better. But now, like, okay, let me look and see. Huh. Is that still, how would I... Okay, so... Yeah, this was just Not the right idea, I guess. I know that's kind of generic sounding, but okay, let's do another one. Let's make this one a blitz game, because why not? My rating in blitz is even more uncertain. F6, that is not a great move. I'm just keep doing London things. I am trying to do the Anna Cramling thing and be like, all my pieces are protected, that kind of thing. Oh, that just lost that piece, huh? Yeah, okay, my bishop's cooked now. And now my pawn is cooked. Oh, they didn't see it. They're threatening checkmate. Alright, don't see it. Okay, they didn't see it. Odd. No, actually take with the knight. Okay, yeah, that. Okay. What does one do? Okay, rude. But hey, now my queen is targeting what I was thinking of targeting. Um, I feel like I don't really know what I'm doing anymore. uh, okay, that's not really threatening anything, is it? Okay, yeah, that rook's protected. Um, I'll just move here. I thought about offering a queen trade, but I don't think that actually does much in this scenario. Oh no, I can't move this pawn. That's not doing much of anything, I don't think. Oh, I gotta move. Okay. Still just 2 pawns for a piece, so kind of even material, but I'm worse on the clock. And honestly, I think I have the worst position and the worst clock. What does that do? Um, uh, Oh, is that okay? Not mate yet, but that's mate soon, isn't it? Go to the corner. Okay, well now I'm way worse. He's probably fine with trading queens, actually. Because now, yeah, now it's just, okay. Run, little guy. Yeah, they're guarding the promotion square. Okay. Just try to create complications. That's what you do. Okay. That was an odd game. Obtuse, you said uh-oh. Did you already know? Did you already know where it was headed? Oh, really? It said queen h5 here. Oh, that's really funny. Yeah, just completely ruined the king. So here, that's funny. I didn't even have to deal with this pin. I could have just taken the pawn and gotten out of it that way. And then, like, yeah, this is a little weird, but yeah. Huh. So what's the deal with rook a1 here? Why not just queen takes? Excuse me. Excuse me. So interesting that I'm like, oh shoot, I left a pawn hanging here. But it actually says that's a mistake. And that you can kind of just flush out this queen, kind of. And that if the queen takes the pawn, Then yeah, I definitely would not have seen this though, like the here, check, here, get the queen to run away. And yeah, this pawn's now vulnerable. I definitely wouldn't have seen that. Okay. Back to the real game. So I think it doesn't like trading knights here because, at least in theory, that lets the queen escape, like, for free. When maybe she was in danger of being trapped not that long ago. Really? It thinks this was a blunder. Thinks it's a blunder because queen hit queen up. Take the knight. Oh man, that's brutal. Yeah. And here, oh, did I just hang the queen in one? Yeah, okay. And here again it says... Yeah, there the queen is kind of into the bishop almost. This blunders back and forth over here. Yeah, so I had rook a b1 to get the queen out of my face for like several moves, and I didn't even see it at all. Yeah, and this exchange wasn't horrible for me. So it says a better way to punish bishop there was with queen all the way down. And there, at least I have, you know, a little bit of offense going. Interesting. Oh yeah, and then this pawn would march way easier. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, and here I just lost everything, frankly. From this point on, I was just like, this is bad. This is really bad. You see the -70? Oh, mate in 20. I like it when it shows like -70 or -80. Like, usually, yeah, if you see -70, it's gonna show mate pretty soon. But it's funny when you see -70 and it doesn't actually show mate. Oh, interesting. What was this? Oh, that just... Oh my gosh, I was like, oh, it's a pin and win of my queen. And I just didn't see it also hung the queen. Jesse, I can't manage to hold more than 2 moves in my head at once, so the fact you're able to look ahead and predict all is impressive to me. I don't really think I have much of an ability to look ahead. I mean, here I did not see I could just take the queen. Um, yeah, this would have been well, yeah, this would have just been trade down and win. But yeah, I was like, oh, my queen's pinned. I can't take the bishop. Did not see I could just take the queen. Yeah, and then it's mate in 1. They probably weren't expecting that either. I was wondering what that spike at the end was. Okay. Let's try... I was also very low on time. It's worth noting I was very low on time. I know it's not much of a John, but let's go back to rapid, because I actually do want to get something resembling a rapid rating. Okay, I was wondering... I don't even think it's that bad to retreat, though. Hashtag just London things. Yeah, I think just like getting a rapid rating is a good goal for this stream. Okay. Spent a long time thinking about knight c6. Play e4 d5, can I? What if he plays d5, that might stop it though. No, but then I play e5. Alright, we'll go with the original plan. Knight here seems okay though. Knight here takes, and then your bishop's kind of unhappy. Oh, he just retreats. Advance, advance, advance. Now our good bishop is kind of a bad bishop all of a sudden. I think I'll let you go first. Okay. That pawn's unprotected now. Yeah. Oh, it wasn't unprotected. Okay, well, whatever. Rook here. Yeah, I almost feel like I just let that knight have a free pass. Anything bad after a6? No, I don't think so. Or a3. Oh, my bishop was unprotected. Oh my gosh. I didn't do the Anna Kramling thing. I said I was doing the Anna Kramling thing. All my pieces are protected, but I was not actually doing the Anna Kramling thing. Oh no, that knight is protected. I didn't see that for a second. I gotta get the queen out of the way, huh? What if I do like this? Okay, so now take, 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 take. then what would that be? That'd be trading off both of your bishops and a knight and a pawn. So rook, knight, pawn for 3 minor pieces is what it would be. I have a better idea. Okay, now I can more safely trade a rook for 2 minor pieces. Now it's a knight for a rook instead of just being a piece down, which is a little better than what was happening before. Oh, my queen's super good here, but I need another piece to back her up. Threat is to go here and here. Which they probably see that, but let's see what they do about it. And he's threatening to win this pawn. But if he takes the pawn, I just go here, and then, like, what are you doing? Okay, so he... E6 does prevent that. I think I want to make him kind of flinch. Move pawns in front of his king. Oh, now he can win this pawn, though. Okay. Capture, recapture, and then F5 isn't defended anymore. Oh, but, okay, it's blocked by this pawn. I think this provokes F6. I'm also threatening this pawn. Okay, king there. So no more shenanigans here. Unless I get rid of this pawn. Actually... What if I do get rid of that pawn? Okay, that is forking the queen and the bishop. Which I think that actually just loses me the bishop, doesn't it? Alright, can't think for too long. I have to move the queen. F7 is weak. Oh, F7 is defended by the knight. What does that do? Not totally sure what that does, but... Okay, yeah. 2 attackers, 2 defenders. Wait, I think I can still... No, because queen captures. No, wait, no, I can do this. Can't I? Okay, maybe this might be a mistake, but... No thanks. Okay, yeah, that pawn is screwed. Unless we learned that from a previous game that like we don't always have to rush to defend a pawn, sometimes we can push it. Okay. Do we run out into the open or do we hide in the corner? Hide in the corner. I think he's gonna come back here to like defend the second rank, right? Because if not, the second rank is weak after knight h5. Yeah, let's try it. Knight h5. Okay, that's that just forces the queen trade. Okay. Okay, now we're in try somehow to draw this kind of mode. Oh, he's gonna take this pawn. That pawn's just free. Free for the taking. Okay. Alright, never too late for your opponent to blunder a fork or something. Are they gonna see this? Yes, they do. All right, that's mate. Good job, good job. Obtuse, I saw your message. You got this right as I lost. So this was actually a pretty normal game for the first many moves, it looks like. Yeah, I really like this idea of d5. I was thinking either he retreated, but I was also thinking here, takes, and then, yeah, this is, like, pretty good. Okay, they retreated. And then what happened? Yeah, so here I just it's funny because I mentioned earlier doing the Anna Cramling thing, like all your pieces must be protected at all times. And I just forgot my bishop was unprotected, and there it went. And yeah, here yeah, I guess the computer's kind of going back and forth between D2 or C2 or C3, but I played C2. And then get something like this. Okay, well. Oh, let's... I didn't see any annotations, so I assumed the first few moves were all good. Come analyze my game, Mr. Stockfish. Mr. Fish? Is that what you prefer to be called, Mr. Fish? Oh, this one's taking a while. It's a complicated game. I guess, you know, I don't necessarily need the tail of the tape down here. I can also just look at the local evaluation. So interesting. So that move... Well, I thought this pawn was unprotected, and I just forgot it was protected by the knight. What would I have done differently? The computer seems to like knight here. And then knight here? Interesting. And then do you take the bishop now? Yeah, that's a pretty good knight for bishop trade. Or it also says play f4 here. Okay. Well, regardless, yeah, you can see the deep drop after that. Yeah, not sure what's taking the computer there so long, but let's see. Was there another big drop? Yeah, so that idea of doing the rook for two minor pieces, I think, was pretty all right. Okay, interesting. So here, playing f4, Yeah, I left that pawn undefended. But they didn't. They gave me the chance to play like that. Yeah, so here, with this queen and this bishop this far apart, I walked into a fork here. In life and in chess, you should never walk into a fork. Yeah, I was definitely thinking bishop, rook takes, queen takes. But I walked into a fork. There's so many, like, tricky knight forks that I feel like just elude me, if that makes any sense. Like, I mean, it's the tricky knights, the tricky knights. Yeah, and here I'm just continuing to play down a piece. And I don't think there was any way I was... my best hope was to, you know, kind of go for flagging, trying to draw out the end game. Okay, computer analysis is still struggling with that one. But I guess... I mean, I know kind of what went wrong that game. It was two very clear and obvious blunders there. But we can, of course, do another one. Let's see if we have lost the question mark. We have not lost the question mark yet. All right, let's try the Scandi again. It might sound silly, but I like the Queen D8 version of the Scandinavian just because it seems to be, like, kind of aesthetically pleasing almost. I don't know. That might sound weird, but it seems aesthetically pleasing to me. All right, queenless middle game it is. My horse is galloping all over the place. I'm like, whichever way you recapture, I'm just going to recapture too. I'm not really worried about that. I guess an isolated C-pawn might be bad for me. But, well, at this point, I can't really take it back, huh? Okay, yeah. I'm accepting isolated C-pawn for the bishop. And now if he takes here, I don't even get the bishop pair out of it. Okay. Gonna back away. Hopefully get ready to castle. You're castling long, huh? Okay. That is just a developing move. I don't think that knight's posing any danger. Okay, that knight is posing a bit of danger. Yeah, now the c-pawn's safe now. It's no longer what it once was. Okay, that knight is not... I don't think that knight's really threatening anything. All these squares are good. I'm gonna try to launch this pawn, mess this area of the screen up. Yeah. And I mean, king b1 covers this pawn, but I'm also... No, I'm not threatening that knight. That knight's protected. Okay, I think that just gives away the a pawn, doesn't it? Yeah, I don't see anything you can do in response. King b1, rook back. And anything else can do this. Oh, that's a strange move. Yeah, I think I have a pretty cozy game here. Okay, this bishop, I gotta Once again, doing the Anna Cramling thing. Got to keep an eye out for this bishop, because this bishop's unprotected. Okay, that kind of feels like an empty threat. Like, yeah, you're attacking my rook, but then I just move it, right? Let me move it to a square where it's not immediately gonna get attacked by a knight. I think that's a safe square. Okay, this pawn is actually this pawn's being it's being attacked twice and defended twice. Oh, I'm threatening this now. That'd be pretty brutal. Could I have played that a move ago? I'm not sure. Well, I see it now. If I didn't see it before, I see it now. But yeah, them capturing this knight for bishop would actually be good for this bishop, because it would make this bishop, I think, be in a better spot. Kind of better positioned here. Could we collab in 2800? I am nowhere near 2800 Blitz. You might have to go somewhere else, my friend, but it's good to see ya. You know, this, I think, would actually be decent for them. Hard to say. Because, yeah, I think that might be their only way to stop this. They are really thinking. Okay. Knight for knight. What do you got up your sleeve? Knight for knight to give me doubled pawns, but I'm still threatening you to do this. Okay, now they're threatening this pawn. Oh, that was a mate. I was just like, okay, I like check the king, he's gonna run away. In my head, I was like, okay, I'll check the king, he's gonna run somewhere, and we'll keep on. I didn't. This was checkmate the whole time. How many moves did I have that? Yeah. See, this one, I didn't even ask for the computer analysis, and it's already ready. The previous one I did ask for it, and it couldn't give it to me. So... Okay, so to get out of this, the computer prefers that instead of... Yeah, because here I kind of voluntarily said I was okay. I kind of voluntarily am saying I'm okay with doubling my pawns here, which I probably shouldn't have done. But they let me get out of it. They very generously allowed me to get out of it. Okay, why does it like knight e4 here? Does it just want to trade knight for bishop? Okay. I feel like that's the kind of thing where I'd actually need like a human chess teacher to say why is knight e4 better than developing the bishop here. But okay. I feel like I'm at the level of play where, you know, the inaccuracies are not what's getting me, it's the big blunders, you know? The big blunders are what gets me. Okay, it actually doesn't like this idea. So I had this idea of a5, a4, messing with these pawns here, and it says they could have responded to that with knight here. And yeah, I have to move the bishop. They trade off. Oh, and now that loses a pawn. Interesting. So... Well, no, I didn't... This pawn was already attacked twice and defended once. You know, okay, you know what? Why didn't... Okay, what happens if they just do it here? Okay, some complicated sequence of moves, and it's kind of evenish. So, yeah, when I played this, I was like, oh, knight takes, rook takes. I did not see it was defended a second time. Oopsie. But because they did this, then my plan worked. So they fell right into my trap, I guess. Yeah, then I just got this pawn for free. Apparently I had a forced check. Oh, this was... Okay, so when I said that... Oh my gosh, you can see it now. It says lost forced checkmate sequence like 3 times. Because I saw that I was threatening this, I just didn't see that it was checkmate. Like, I'm like, okay, I'm threatening to take the pawn. I didn't see that it was checkmate if I kept the freaking pawn. So yeah, it's gonna say lost forced checkmate sequence like 5 times. Yeah, and I recaptured, and they recaptured. And here, basically, it says taking the bishop is the only way to get out of the mate in 1, but then they allowed the mate in 1. I had the mate in 1 like 4 turns in a row, and I saw it, to my credit, I saw it like the 4th time. The 4th time mate in 1 was offered to me, I did it. So, you know. Should we do one more? Should we do a couple more? I am also just quickly checking to see who's live right now. Okay. Yeah, there was someone... Just to give a little secret, I guess, there was someone who I wanted to raid last week, but I ended early last week, and so we actually didn't end up raiding them just because I ended before they started. Okay. Let's do the Scandi again. Now we're 11:43, still with a question mark. Okay, and we got a normal game. I don't actually 100% know the best moves in the Scandinavian. I actually should like learn the opening if I'm gonna play the opening. But right now I'm just playing. Just playing some games. Ah, I see. You want to play knight g5, don't you? Well, how about I stop you from playing knight g5? Okay, and then if you play g4, you've I think I can do one of these things now. Ah, okay. Okay, so this guy's got some smarts. He's not falling for simple, easy little traps. Unfortunately for me. Alright, but I can develop my bishop and castle. He takes the knight. Oh yeah, that's winning a pawn, isn't it? Yeah, okay, I'll just have to go for it. Yeah, you're not sacking the bishop for f7. I wouldn't do that either. Okay, got two somewhat annoying bishops. I think let's connect rooks. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna have crappy pawns now, huh? Unless I go bishop here, but that's just like awful. Yeah, okay. You're gonna go queen here, huh? Oh wait, no, queen there wouldn't be queen there is protected. You're going bishop there. You know what? Get out of here. What to do? Yeah, I'm down a pawn and my position is bad. Alright. At least make the teeniest, tiniest of threats. He can just play, like, queen there or something. Alright. Queen b3. You know, I could, as long as the a7 pawn is okay, I could do something like this. Or even something like this. You gotta move your king now. If he's gonna move the king, who am I kidding? This pawn's also... Yeah, you could also just take that pawn. Yeah. Well, now I can take this pawn. My only legal move is to go to the corner, isn't it? I can't block. They are thinking. I don't know what they're thinking about. I guess it's kind of... Their game plan's a little ambiguous. I feel like I just go like... Rook e2 to kind of consolidate the second rank here. But they're probably thinking of something better than that. Okay. My bishop... I don't think my bishop's in real danger here, is it? I mean, yeah, my back rank is kind of bad, but... Am I being too greedy? I guess I'm about to find out. Oh, yeah, now that's, creating... Yeah. Let's trading a rook for a bishop. But I can take this pawn while defending f7. Now it's a pawn for a bishop. All right, what are you thinking about, mister? Okay, bishop takes. King takes. Definitely not king takes. Queen takes, and then what? Actually not sure what he's doing after queen takes. I need you to prove to me that this is a bad move. See, if my opponent just, like, blundered their bishop away, I would still be like, oh no, what are they planning? Like, that would still be my thought process, right? Do I run to the corner? I think you run to the corner. Okay, well now I run out of the corner. And now I have a pawn. Can I play this rook endgame up one pawn? Let's see. Let's see if we can do it. Okay, well now I'm no longer up a pawn. I have to get one of these guys to run. Get this guy to run. Run. Run, little guy. Yeah, if I just keep checking him, he's gonna get close. Dang, your rook's actually doing a really good job, because now my king can't get into the game. And yeah, my Oh, man. I think I'm losing this. No, I'm definitely losing this. Try to make things complicated. I'm basically out of moves here, aren't I? I can't push. Is he gonna do push here? And capture, capture. You know, I gotta... If I go here, rook capture, rook takes, whoops. Rook takes in the corner, king up. I feel like that's my only shot. Oh, I can't go king up. Okay. Then... well, yeah, now this is just... He's gonna checkmate with king and rook. Unless he doesn't know how. I know this is checkmate, but I need you to prove to me that you actually know how to do this checkmate. Uh-oh, does he not know? Does he not know? Does he not know? Yeah, just stay in the center of the board if I can. Okay, he does know. It just took him a while to remember. You gotta go all the way to the other side, yeah. Now, what if I throw in one of these? Will you know? Take king opposition? Okay, or cut off with the rook, yeah. Could have made a waiting move with the rook there, but now I have one of these. All right, you got it. Okay, so there I think the big thing there was just like I have no clue how to play rook and pawn endings. And I know that's, you know, one of the hard things to learn. So I'm not mad at myself for not knowing it, but yeah, I feel like I really don't know how to play rook and pawn endings. Because I feel like everything up to the end game was okay. Like everything up to that point was okay, and then after that point was like, man, this stinks. Oh man, how many moves was this game? That was an 87 mover, but half of those 87 moves were just the rook checkmate being dragged out. Okay, so I actually made the right move there. Computer prefers doing the bishop for knight trade. Interesting. So takes, and you're up. Oh, you're not up a pawn. Oh. Oh, this is weird. Yeah, okay. Take the rook? Oh, take the rook, you just... Okay, yeah, you're getting mated there. So... King goes back. Okay, that's a really weird line. But... I guess taking the knight's okay. Okay, apparently this... Yeah, no, I could see how that's kind of bad. Okay, but... Yeah, here, this, I really should have seen this, that, like, this would just lead to this. I really probably should have seen that. Because that's just the easiest thing in the world. And then he gets the knight. Oh, that's like practically blundering a checkmate according to the computer, huh? In fact, yes, it says checkmate in 10. So it says bishop c5. And then how's that different with queen? Oh, because okay. So the threat is to kind of continue the attack with queen f6, and this just kind of concedes that. And yeah, they played queen f6. And there, apparently, they had a checkmate in 3. with bishop here. Yeah, brutal. Okay. I was thinking bishop, like they were probably going to play bishop takes pawn. And they did, but only at the worst moment. Okay, so I was not actually, when I said here, like, what if, I don't know, was that some kind of aggressive piece sacrifice? Because they thought for a long time on that move. So I'm like, geez, they must know something I don't. But it was just, they just decided to give me a free bishop. Yeah, and I guess, well, creating the queens there was not best, but I just wanted to see if I could play out the endgame, and obviously the answer was no, I did not play out the endgame very well at all. But apparently that was still a draw with... It was a draw with rook here. But yeah, I just went for pushing the pawn. Apparently still a draw. Still a draw. Still a draw. Oh, interesting. Oh, so here I could have promoted, because I was actually... Here I was actually defending the promotion square. So for most of the... So I was thinking... What was I thinking here? Rook takes, king here, rook back. And yeah, with best play, this is a draw. But yeah, why did I not see that I could just promote here? I really didn't see that I could just promote there. Okay, but apparently still a draw. At this point, I was convinced I was just losing, but apparently still a draw. Okay, so this... How does this go? Okay, so you have a perpetual check here, because the king can't get very far away from the pawn. Yeah, but then... I mean, there's no way I was winning at this point, frankly, even if I hadn't, because it says this was a blunder, but even if I hadn't played that, I still would have lost. And then, yeah, it just took him a while to remember how to checkmate with a rook. And eventually he got there. Are draws allowed? Not only are draws allowed, draws are the most common result in Grandmaster chess. It's kind of a known phenomenon that, like, beginner and intermediate games of chess usually end in one side winning, but Grandmaster games usually end in draws. And computer games, like high-level computers, the best of the best computers, like 99% of the games end in draws there. And that's why people say theoretically, if you had two perfect players, the end result would be a draw. Because that's just what you see. Like, as people, both humans and computers, as they get better, the number of draws increases. Okay, I think we have time to do one more. Let's do one more. This has been a fun stream, guys. Thanks for, you wish hockey could have a draw. Shootouts are dumb? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I've heard, I don't know a whole lot about hockey, but I have heard that people are not a fan of shootouts. But yeah, this has been a fun stream, and honestly, even though I talked at the beginning about, you know, ladder anxiety and nerves and stuff, I have felt like none of that. I haven't felt any like ladder anxiety. I haven't felt any nerves, which is really funny because at the beginning of the stream I was just talking about how bad my ladder anxiety is, and it's like I actually haven't even been feeling it. So it's just funny how that happens, huh? You have been having fun even though you're ripping seams. Oh, Avery, is your crochet going okay? Avery, I don't know if I told you this, but my brother picked up crochet, and the other day I heard him say frogging it, and I was like, haha, I learned what that means from Avery. Avery taught me that crochet slang. Okay, I don't know what you're doing. I'm up a pawn and you have an IQP. I guess he just didn't want to give away the right to castle. You're cross-stitching right now, but both crochet and cross-stitch will make you realize you don't know how to count. Well, chess will make you realize that you don't know how to see things. So, yeah, relatable. You're like, wow, I literally did not see that I could promote there and make a queen. I often tell people, and I've told people this sometimes, that in certain jobs or certain hobbies, people talk about the importance of situational awareness. And I like to say sometimes I have situational unawareness. Like, I seem to have this uncanny ability to be completely unaware of what the heck is happening. And chess seems to put that into unfortunate focus. No, I think I want to get this bishop out first. Yeah, I'm just gonna castle, buddy. Chess has 40 things you're supposed to see at once, I guess. But yeah, this has been a fun stream, and my misgivings about ladder anxiety. It's just funny how, I don't know, it's funny to me how I started the stream talking about ladder anxiety, and then I just didn't even feel it once I started playing. Maybe I felt it a little bit just clicking the button, but I didn't feel it at all once I started playing. I guess I get maybe a lesson in how things feel worse in your head than they actually are, you know? Okay, what do I do now? I don't feel like I have much of a game plan. Improving moves. Improving moves. You're not really threatening anything. More improving moves, because now there is no rook e1. Okay, that pawn... No, that pawn's attacked once and defended twice. I'm okay. You're no longer defending your c-pawn, though. How does he defend his c-pawn? Probably just with queen back. Oh. Oh, this pawn's pinned. My pawn is pinned. Oh, shoot. Yeah, I did not see that with, that probably was the idea behind queen g3, huh? Okay, you gotta move your queen now. Oh, he's saying now you gotta move your queen. I can't move there. Go home. Now, I am attacking the queen and the bishop and c2, but if I take the bishop, he's probably, like, checkmating me, let's be honest. He's probably gonna move the queen. Maybe, like, queen here or something. A queen there would lose to a fork. But queen, like, if queen all the way over here or something like that? No, not that. Okay, well, that's what he played. Well, yeah, now I just got a kind of a weak knight, huh? I think here. Well, then I just have two I go from having one unprotected knight to two unprotected knights in that case. This move sucks, but I feel like I have no other choice. Yeah, now you don't even have to take the rook. Yeah. I just have to give up the rook, don't I? I think this is like my only way out of this. Okay, and even that was not a way out of it. Well, that was a quick one. So where did we go wrong? Okay, so I said queen to e7 worked because there was no rook f1, but queen to e7 still doesn't work because of knight here, knight g5, or knight g6. And then what? Does the queen just get trapped? Yeah. Yeah, something like that, or... You have finished taking out stitches. Good job, Avery. Ripping stitches in crochet or sewing is much more tedious than frogging. Interesting. I wouldn't know. So yeah, I said queen e7 was better in this case because of rook here, but you still have knight f3. You still have knight g6. Apparently, I was better here. but that just kind of, now it's even. And now, okay, so Queen G3 was a bad move, but I did not see that Queen G3 was threatening this. So what does it say? So yeah, there. So it says to, what does it say to do? Knight here. Knight threatens my queen in return. Queen trade. How am I up a knight there? What if you just run away with the queen? I guess if you try to... If you try to run away... Oh, if you try to run away, you just lose this knight. Okay. So... I missed a tactic where this move is simultaneously threatening the queen and this knight. And a discovered attack on that knight. And knight d4 was missing that he was trying to threaten that. Okay, so... Computer thinks I should have gone through with the queen trade? Oh, because I would have been up a piece in the end. If I went through with the queen trade there, I would have been up a piece. So it would have been takes, takes, takes. And then run away with the bishop? Wait, how? This is where my calculation also needs some work. What if you just run away with the bishop here? Oh, then I get the rook. And the knight. So, boom, boom, bum. Okay. Okay, so here I thought... So here, just accepting a queen trade just makes... I'm guessing this kind of makes the attack stop. Like... Yeah, seems like... kind of makes the attack go away. So g6 I thought was the only move to save me, but I didn't consider the queen trade. And this... You can just take the knight? What happens if recaptures? Okay, so that's being up a piece. Okay. But yeah, I was like fully convinced that I was just lost now, so I was like, okay, runaway scared. Didn't see... So here didn't notice the queen trade, here didn't notice taking the knight actually wins a piece. And how's that a blunder now? Correction of previous message. Ripping stitches and cross stitch showing is much more tedious than frogging, which is for crochet or knitting. Okay. I think I understand a little better. So apparently I was winning here with any move except for rook g8. So I still didn't see this idea of taking the knight, and then if he takes back, it's just a queen trade. Then what if you take the knight here? Still get a queen trade out of it. Okay. Typed crochet in the first version when you meant to bemoan your poor judgment and taking up with cross stitch. Are you enjoying cross stitch, or are you feeling like you regret doing cross stitch? If you're enjoying it, then I would say nothing to be so sad about. Okay. Fellas, ladies and gents, I think that is going to be our last game of the day, but not quite done yet, because we still, I still want to chat a little bit, and we still even have some raiding to do. You were learning chess? Mistakes, were you lurking the whole time? Hey, it's good to see you, my friend. Thanks for the stream. You're welcome. It's glad to have you here. You are enjoying it, even though you only picked it up because it was necessary for the project you wanted to do. Thanks for chessing. Obtuse, you want to learn crochet? Honestly, it does sound fun, and I do wonder. Okay, so oh geez, we have a few of our regulars that are live, and a few of our irregulars that are also live. In fact, I need to move Mr. Frontier from regulars to irregulars, because we're very rarely live at the same time. In my list of raid targets, I have regulars and irregulars and maybes. So, how long has it been since we raided New? How long has it been since we raided Mama? Mama Patat. Been about the same amount of time for each of them. You wanted to see the next Grandmaster in the works? Oh, geez. Well, thank you, Mistakes. Crochet stream when? You should ask Avery when she'll stream crochet. I'd love to watch that. You'll teach anyone crochet anytime. It's a nice restful activity, except for when it's a nice infuriating activity. Yeah, that sounds about right. Well, geez, who should we raid? I see that we have a few friends who are live. We have the Nightshade sisters who are live. We have my friend Frontier who's live. We have Mama Patat who's live. I feel like we kind of owe her a raid because she was in chat last week. She actually came to say hi, even though I hadn't talked to her for like a month, and that was really sweet. So we'll give her a raid. But before we do that, I just want to say one more time, thank you guys for joining me on the first in what is hopefully many episodes of Perfume Guy Does Hard Things. I really do think I want 2020... It sounds silly to be like, this is my year, or like, this is the year I'm gonna do this. It sounds silly kind of being like that. But I do genuinely believe that, like, this year, 2026, I want to practice doing hard things. And one of the hard things I wanted to do was this very stream. So I want to say thank you guys for letting me do that. And you know, doing hard things is good for you. You can do hard things. If you also feel like you want this year to be the year of doing hard things, I believe in you. You can do it. Perfume guy does hard things. Oh, thank you, Avery. What's this? Nobody wants to watch me crochet. You'll get distracted talking about the historical and mythological underpinnings of the importance of fibercraft to human civilization. Avery, I would still 100% watch that. I would watch you talk about the importance of fibercraft to human civilization. Do you know, Avery, I don't know if you ever watch our friend Mimu, but she, like, I joked with her before she debuted her new VTuber model. Like, I was like, oh, if you want to be a real VTuber, you got to do 4 hours of chatting and never actually play a game. I said that as a joke, but now she actually is doing like 2 to 3 hours of chatting every stream, just talking and the chat spamming the phishing commands, and it's just so funny. But yeah, so point being, I think people would totally watch you just doing some yapping. But okay, guys, we are going to raid into Mama Patat because it's been like 2 months since we raided her. So it's around, around about time. We'll give her another raid. And as always, I want to remind you guys that you matter, and I'm proud of you, and Jesus loves you, and you can do hard things. So we are going to go raid our friend Mama Patat. She's super friendly. She is very loud. You guys know I don't normally like loud streams, but she's just so friendly that I deal with it. But yes, we're going to go say hello to her. Please tell her the Fumery is here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you soon.